always, we're going to start this call off with some shout outs. So Raven, I keep seeing your name in the chat. Brand new, welcome to your first pack call. We're so excited for you. Amazing. Who else wants to unmute and share some shout outs?
I want to share. Oh, go ahead, Mandy.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Monica B was on my power hour last night. We were talking about how it was going to just be canceled because of the call. And she's like, actually, I'm going to be on. So if anybody wants to hop on, they can hop on. So she's just taking over.
I love that. Love it. Way to go, Monica. Go ahead, Mandy.
We have a new Emerald and a new Ruby. Aubrey went Emerald today and Erica went Ruby. And Tammy is still killing it enrolling customers.
Yes, I love when people hit their goals and then just keep going. You guys, that's what sets you up for success the next month, hitting your promotions earlier and just helping you get to that next promotion. Like there's just no stopping this team right now. And Wendy, are you on here right now? And Kaylee, they just promoted to executive, which is incredible. Because they're doing it on their own. Like it's just so special. Like y'all are enrolling people, you're enrolling distributors, like the systems that we have, it's just so seamless. I am just excited. Go ahead, Delina.
Lalani killed it this week with API, and she was stressing out the end of the month. And I'm telling you, she was boom after boom for days. So awesome job.
I love that.
Y'all just don't know. Just wait to where we are, and then understand month's end and us pulling our hair out.
Yes, month's end is a love-hate relationship, that's for sure. Anybody else?
I've signed 46 customers this month.
Woohoo! And you guys, people will say that this time of year is slow. It's only slow if you make it slow. It's all in your mind. Like there are people who are out buying stuff every single day. You just have to find them. Go ahead, Lalani. Steps to success 3 times. Good job. All right. Anybody else?
Yes, Asia killed it this morning for Mandy's mindset. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
Good. And if you guys have any other shout outs, you can go ahead and write them in the chat. Brandy, thank you so much for taking over Tuesday, Thursday power hours. And Carrie Ann, I don't know if I saw your name on here. Yep, there you are. Thank you for you, Maria and Erica taking over the customer page, which we're going to talk a little bit about. And then just everybody for showing up. You guys, there is nothing worse than as a leader when you like plan a power hour or you plan a call or you like give your time to people and then they don't show up. Like there's nothing worse than that. So shout out to all you guys for being on this Thursday night. So that way we could just like connect, make sure we're on the same page, ask questions, and just have this hour that we get to spend together. So like no matter where you are level wise in the business, like I'm just grateful that you guys are here tonight. So thank you for showing up. If you can have your cameras on, I'd like to see your faces. If you can't, that's fine. It's not required, but we're going to go ahead and get started. This call is just going to kind of be wrapping up October so you guys know what to expect, and then going into November, what changes and things are happening. And then Mandy's going to interview one of our teammates, and then we're going to hop off here for sure 15 to 10 minutes earlier. Okay, than we normally do. That way we can all get over onto the other Zoom that we have. So all right, let's go ahead and talk about October. So this month, you guys, we've been doing the rank up incentives where you guys can pick that number and then there's a hidden prize behind each number. And for those of you who are brand new, you can still earn that. Okay, it's getting to the 500 club. That's the first rank up. The 1,000 club is the second rank up, and then executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, double, triple, and it goes up from there, right? And so every time you hit one of these rank up promotions, you just comment it in the pack chat and tell me what number, and I'm writing it on the Google sheet. And then on Sunday, Brandy's coming over and Mandy's coming over, and we're going to make sure that we get everything packaged, ready to mail out on Sunday. So that way Monday we can go to the post office and get them all out to you guys. So that way October is done. So does anybody have any questions on the pack incentive thing that we've been doing this month? Okay, So I want you guys to drop a 2 in the comments if you got my email this afternoon, okay? At 2:30, drop a 2 in the comments if you read it. And you maybe a 2 if you got it, a 3 if you read it, right? Okay, so I just kind of talked about the rank up incentive, and it's really hard because like if you're not on the call, if you don't hear and see what we're doing, then it's kind of hard to know, right? Like if you haven't been on the calls, then you're like, wait, what do I get? Wait, where do I get the number from? And it's kind of confusing. But I always like to keep things exciting, and shout out to Alyssa if she's on here. She gave me this idea for next month. And so I'm just going to give you guys a little sneak peek of it, but we are going to play Packopoly. Okay, Packopoly in November, which is a spinoff of Monopoly. So you guys are going to be able to earn pack money for completing certain tasks, and you guys are going to all track them in this Google Sheet. And every time you complete one of these tasks that is on there, you're going to earn some pack money. You're going to put your money on the sheet, and it will automatically total it for you. And then at the end of the month, you get to come to the pack store and you will get to pick whatever prizes you want with however much money that you've earned. We just thought that would be kind of fun. So this does not start until November, but this is, you know, the last time we're going to be able to have all of us together as a team. And I want to make sure that all of you guys can get in. So that way, when I send the email on Sunday, 40 of you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, does that sound good? So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to share the link in the comments. So this is what it looks like. Let me go ahead. Kelly Jo, did you already share it?
The link?
Okay, I just saw someone commented in the chat, so I thought maybe you had.
No, I did not.
Okay. I hate that it won't let me find the chat when I'm screen sharing. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the link. This is what it looks like. So what I want you guys all to do right now, if you can, click that link that's in the chat and go write your name on one of these lines, okay? And that way, let's just get this set up and it's ready to go. Can nobody edit it? Is there a problem? Do I need to change this?
I'll edit it right now. I'll fix it.
I'm like, go do this. And I see all you guys popping on here. It's showing me, but I don't see any names writing. So Kelly Jo is the tech.
Okay, if you open the link now, it should work.
Ah, there we go. Okay. So you are going to collect, and I'm not sure about the money yet. I've got to talk with leaders and figure out what prizes we're going to give away. But you're going to get a certain amount every time you pass go. You know, for now it says collect $100. You're going to get money for every new loyal customer that you enroll, every new distributor that you enroll, every new 100 BV that you bring in. So that can be an existing customer, that could be an existing customer that does an API order or does a new order, or it can be a new customer. Okay. It can even be if you put in an extra order. Okay. So it's not auto shipments. It's not reoccurring. It's bringing in new BV. Okay. And then a personal development book. When you read a personal development book, you know, that's not a 20-minute book, but it's a good book read, then you'll be able to collect money that way. And so on our little game board here, if you guys can see it, I know it's kind of small on my screen. Hopefully you can zoom in on your phones a little bit. Let's see. Here we go. Scroll over. Okay, so you guys can see here, you know, you're not actually going to have game board pieces. I wish there was a way to do that. If you want to print this out, you can. But every time you complete your task list 10 times, then that's going past go. So if you were going to like move yourself around, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you completed it 10 times. So you passed go, you earn X amount. Okay. And so we're going to talk about the daily task sheet in just a minute. And then just in the corners, you guys, this isn't anything that you have to do. It's just a reminder. We have a pack call every Thursday night. Carrie Ann is doing a book club every Thursday night after the pack call starting next week. And then we have a mindset call. And I think that's really awesome that we're able to do that together with our team to provide some extra added value. Like Mandy said, she signed 46 customers this month. She has over 2,000 BV to bring in for her to hit double diamond. And she's not even phased by it because she knows that she can do it. Why? Because her mindset's so strong. Some of you guys have 300 volume to bring in and you're like, well, there's no way I can do it. And Mandy's like, I'm going to do that in one day. I'm going to have that done by noon. And so it's really about your mindset. And so it's really important that we're plugging into the mindset calls. That way we can, build that muscle. And then the book club with Carrie Ann is going to be really good too, because she's going to help us utilize what we're actually learning. I mean, a lot of us read a lot of books, but we don't implement very much. And so she's going to help us with that. Okay, so that is what we're looking forward to for November as far as incentives go. Okay, and I'm actually going to put a picture in the pack page of this, and we're going to boom in the pack page. I mean, you can boom in the pack chat, you can boom in the pack page, and then we're going to do some random drawings for every 25 booms that we hit or 50 booms that we hit. We'll do some extra random drawings. So it looks like we've got Lalani, Asia, Kelly Jo, Brittany, Erica, Brandy, Carrie Ann, Larissa, Amanda, Samara, Tasha, Mandy, Marty, and Keisha in here. I know that it's a little bit hectic when everyone's here at the same time, but make sure you get your name in the document. I'll send the link on Sunday for you guys. That way you can add it or send it out to your teams. It'll be in the email. Okay. All right. Nancy and Katrina said it won't let them sign up. Stephanie, welcome. Your first day. You're on a pack call. That's incredible. Good job. And Brandy said, make sure that you have the Google Sheets app in your phone. Yes, if you're going to do it from your phone, you want to have Google Sheets downloaded. That will definitely make your life easier.
Since I changed the editor view, you might have to refresh
Oh, I might have to refresh.
if you opened it before I changed it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that takes care of number one in the pack email. And so number two is we're going to do a potential distributor event from now on once a month. And we're going to start at the end of every month, and it's going to go into the first few days of the month. And this is going to be a way for us to sign more distributors. Okay, raise your hand if you want to sign more distributors, if you really want to grow your team. Okay. And so we're going to be doing a potential distributor event at the end of every month that goes into, I just said that. Okay. So let me, if you guys will go into your email, if you can click it there, or I will send it in the chat real quick. I want every one of you guys to go in there and click going. Okay. Click going to this event. Go ahead, Larissa. You can ask a question. It looks like your hand's raised.
You said to raise your hands.
Oh, did I forgot. Thank you for that. Okay, everybody go click that link real quick. This is our potential distributor party. I have two scripts for you guys. So luckily, everybody has the Bliss app downloaded. And if they don't, or a word board, okay, whatever one you want to have. I want you to label this as something like party invite. Okay, and I have two different scripts that you guys can use. But what I have found when I have an event like this, if I just mass add people to it, then it doesn't really do anything. But if I send a personal invitation, then people are more likely to show up. Okay, so one of the scripts that I wrote, it says, hey, I know you were interested in extra income. Business has been exploding. We're doing an online event. If you click going, you can learn more if that's what's still holding you back. But it's seriously the perfect time to finally get you going with holidays coming up. I had 10 spots open this month. I only have blank left for new reps. So how many codes do you have left, or what's your goal, for signing this month? Do you have more questions, or were you ready to grab one of my spots and get this going with me? Okay. And so there is an idea of a follow-up message that you could send to anybody that you've talked to about the business, or maybe something like this. Hey, I would love for you to click going to this online event just to learn a little more about what you'd be doing with this business. Even learn how to start for free if you don't have the $39 to be able to invest right now. I feel like this time of year, everyone needs some extra cash and I really want to help you. Will you check it out? And then it has the link there that they can click going to. Okay. So how I'm going to use these scripts is I'm going to go through my follow-up sheet for the last year. And I'm going to send one of these 2 messages, and I might have to change it around depending on how the conversation went with them, right? But I'm going to invite as many people as I possibly can to this, because you guys, to start for $39 and people aren't jumping on it is just crazy to me. I don't understand. And if they don't have $39, we literally have to sell 2 coffees. That's 2 people who have $20 laying around their house that drink coffee that would be willing to help you out. Like, anybody can do this, right? And so I want you to save these in your Bliss app. And, you know, tonight, between this hour, between when we finish this call and we work the power hour, or, you know, like set aside 30 minutes or whenever you can, and just ship this message out to as many potential distributors as you can and get people to this event so that we can close them. Okay. Now, I don't want to do this whole thing by myself. It's a lot of work. And so I do have a sign up sheet. And so if you would like to help out, the link to the sign up sheet is in the email. Okay. But if you want to, you can click this. And what I am asking you guys to help me with is, I'm going to do most of the post, like because I just don't want to explain it. Like I can just make it how I want it to be. But I need somebody who will share the family call to the group Sunday night. And then on Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who will share why they joined the business. So it would just be like, I joined this business to blah, 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 blah. And then you post a picture of your family and you post the IDS, or you post a picture of, you know, your car or whatever you needed to, and the IDS. So it's just telling why you joined the business, because I want to be able to connect to people. I joined the business because I wanted to quit my job, because I wanted to be home with my kids, because I needed to pay off my school loans, because I wanted to be healthy, because I wanted friends. Okay. And then down here, starting for free with a Zoom link and a Zoom pre-sale coffee call. We did these before. Once COVID first started happening, we were doing these pre-sale coffees like every Friday. And so I just want this to be a time that a couple of us can get on, and anybody, I'll make a post earlier that day that's like, if you don't have $49 or $39, but you want to do this with us, drop your name below, and then I'll post a Zoom link at 10 a.m. And then we need to figure out a time that we could do this pre-sale copy where people can get on and we can help them actually make the money. So if you would like to be part of that Zoom, if you just write your name here, we can have as many people that want to do it be on and do it. And if I don't need to do it, somebody else can do it if they feel comfortable with it. But that's what the Zoom link and the Zoom pre-sale coffee call is. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about that? All of these times are in Central Time Zone. And if you sign up, will you please set an alarm in your phone? Because I do not want to have to message you and be like, hey, you need to get your post up. It's your time to go. Like, I just want you guys to be responsible if you're going to sign up, and make sure that you get the post made when it needs to get made. So I don't need a ton of help, but a little bit of help would be great. And especially too, when you're inviting people, it's good for them to see your face. You know, it's good for them to see you doing things in the party. And so, it won't let you write your name. Okay. Because I don't know how to change the settings apparently. This was the same form that I used last time though. So I think it's still public, but Kelly Jo, can you fix that for me? Oh, Delana said
It wouldn't let
works.
me unmute. Yes, I will fix it.
Thank you. Okay. So you guys, the purpose of this party is to help you sign distributors. I cannot invite your potentials to this party because I don't know who they are. I don't know your relationship with them. You at least have to do that much work. And then if you can get in the party and you can comment and you can tag your people, like the more invested you are in making sure that they see the information, it's going to close it for them. And I was going through our last party when I was making this one. And I mean, because that, like, I remember in that party, Larissa had a welcome to the pack. I think Erica had a picture in there. Who else? Candace was in there. Like from the online party that we did at the end of last month, like that actually signed us distributors. It wasn't you, Candace? You're shaking your head no. Did you join last month? Maybe it was 2 months ago. I don't know. But when I was scrolling through there, we had all these people that were like, welcome, welcome, welcome. And it was just such good energy that we want to keep that going. Okay. Okay. So that is number 2 in there.
Can you pause for just a second?
Yeah.
Just because we're having some things happen in the sheets. So on the sheets, you guys, if it's highlighted, that means that somebody else is typing in there. So like it would change, the box would like change colors and somebody else is typing in there, and you're not adding a comment, you're actually adding your name. So people are like adding, I don't know what's happening. So just make sure that you go into an empty slot and add your name. And even if you have to go down like 10, I can edit it and delete the ones in between, but just make sure that you're just adding your name, not a comment.
Are you talking about for the Packopoly or the PDT event?
The Packopoly, well, both. They're kind of all over the place, but it's mostly the Packopoly.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so that's number 2. Like I said, all the links, you guys, are on your email. Okay, so like if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're like, I don't know, and you just want to listen, or maybe you're driving, that's fine. It's all in there. Okay. And so then the third thing in there is book club. I kind of already talked about this a little bit. Carrie Ann's going to do a book club once a week. It's going to be, this will end at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then it's going to start at 8:30. And how cute is this, you guys? PJs and PD. Get your sleepy tea and your favorite pajamas, and we're going to read books together at night. Like, hopefully your kids are in bed. Like, I'm so excited. So Carrie Ann, do you want to talk on this real quick?
Yeah, I'm just so excited because I've read countless books, and then afterwards I'm like, I don't even remember what I learned. And so I really wanted to create something that gave me more accountability, but I figured if I had the problem, there's probably other people that are similar to me. And so I wanted to reach out and make sure everyone had the chance to have that same accountability. I kind of explained it in the email that Tamika sent out. I sent her a little video link that goes over the documents that we will be using. And yeah, just, I don't know, I'm excited. I don't know what else you want me to
No,
say.
that's great. And the video that you made was great. So make sure you watch the video. The book this month is The Big Leap. And you guys, I just barely became an Amazon associate or something like that. I'm trying to figure that out so that way I can teach you guys if you're ever using products. So if you click that link, then I do, I'm trying to figure it out. It says that I will get paid on it, like a certain percentage. But if you don't want to, you can just go to Amazon and you can just search the Big Leap. But like I have to put it in there if it's an affiliate link, and I'm trying to figure it out so I can teach you guys. Does anyone else use that or have used that before?
What's the name of it again?
The Big Leap.
No, the Amazon thing.
Oh, you can search it on Amazon. I don't want to use this call to talk about it, but because I don't really know anything about it yet, I'm still learning it, but I just had to put that in there. So that's why it's there. But Carrie Ann made a video, and she has the book club notes that you can print if you want to use them. And I'm really excited because my plan is to buy the book and then cut out those little inserts. I'm going to probably print 4 of them, do a page and just write really small. So that way I can kind of put them in the books with the chapters that I'm learning as like the recap. So that'll be good. So the last thing that I want to talk about, and then Mandy, you are up, is getting November prepped. Okay. So you guys, if you don't make a plan, then it just doesn't happen. Okay. Like there's some of you guys who I like message and it's like the 5th of the month and you still don't have a chart. And so you guys need to get it organized today. And we all know that month end is on Halloween. So it might be a little bit crazy. And so take today, take tomorrow to get yourself set up so that Sunday you're ready to go. And so what does that mean? Number 1, if you don't have a planner yet, get yourself a planner. Okay. And every Sunday when I send out that weekly pack prep, like write down what calls you're going to be on, write down what tasks you're going to complete. And so that every night before you go to bed, you open your planner and you make sure that everything got done. When I send out the emails, you guys, there's 134 people that are subscribed to the pack emails, and 40 people are even opening them. 40 people out of 134. So I don't know if it's going to spam or the promotional folders, but like if you're not getting them, then figure it out. And if your team isn't getting them, like you need to be in communication with them and figure out how to get them. Because some of us, it goes straight to our inbox. Others of us, it's going to weird places, and I don't know why. You just got to find them and use them. So if everybody knows it's coming Sunday morning, have your planner so that way you can do that, okay? At the very beginning of every month, I always print brand new blank charts. Okay, this is my presidential chart. Now, you guys, what I expect is if you want to be on my chart, that you send me your chart on the first of the month. You're like, hey, Tamika, I know you do your chart on the first. Like, I want to be on it. So here's mine. And like when a leader does that, like, I don't care where you are in my organization. When a leader does that, I'm like, okay, I see you. And your name goes on my chart. When you're in communication with me, then I know that you want to work with me, right? And not everybody has to want to do that. But like, if you want your name on your chart, on my chart, then send me your chart on the first of the month, because it's showing me that you're prepared. I don't need numbers. All I need is names. Okay. So what is this chart? For you guys who are brand new, it's on the newbie to Ruby sheet, which I gave that list on there. Your first chart is Ruby, and it's in the bottom corner of that newbie to Ruby document. Okay. So, all right. So I always have my charts. The other thing I do at the very beginning or end of the month, I guess, is I print out 4 of these daily task sheets. Okay. I know I'm going to need 4 of them. There's 4 weeks in a month. So I print out 4 of these daily task sheets. And so you guys know that if you want to get Packopoly money, you got to complete this for 10 days. So by me completing this for the whole entire week, that's 7. And then 3 more, I'll have 10, and I'll have made my way around the board, right? Maybe I'll change that to just 7 times. That way, every time you have a 7 for 7 on your KPI sheet, then you earn the money. Maybe I'll just do that. So that'll make it easier. Every time you complete a 7 out of 7, you get to move a spot on the board. But I print out 4 of these. So that way I have them. That way I'm not like trying to find them come Sunday, right? Like I just have them out. I print out a follow-up sheet, Mandy. I'm so glad that you finally have got your follow-up notebook. Okay, so Mandy's got just a spiral notebook that she's keeping her follow-up sheets in. I keep mine just on this piece of paper, and I always print out 2 of them because my goal is to fill up 2 of these. And these are the people that I'm talking to about products or business that are saying yes to me or commenting on Host to Post. Okay, and this is the easiest way now for me to be able to go and invite people to our PAC event that we're having, our potential distributor event, because I wrote down their names and I wrote PDT next to the ones I talked to about the business. And so it makes it really, really simple for me to know who to invite to this event, to know who to follow up when we have deals or sales or promotions or anything like that. Okay, so those are the things that I print out at the very beginning of the month and make sure that I have ready my charts, my follow-up sheet, my KPI list, and I've got my planner. Okay, so like I really want everyone to be successful, but and I ended the email talking about the 3 C's: consistency, communication, and connection. You guys, you can't just not work your business when you don't feel like it. Like you literally need to complete your KPI sheet every single day, whether you feel like it or not, because when you take a day off or when your mind's not right for multiple days in a row, you're just killing your business. And you think that you're working, but you're not really working, you know, and then you're getting frustrated that you're doing all the things, but not getting any results. But you've got to look internally, you know, do you have the right market? If not, then that's where you should be working on, is growing and getting a new market. You know, do you know what to say to people? Okay, if you don't, then maybe you could study the products a little bit more. Maybe you could order them on your auto shipment and try them and see what it tastes like and see what it does and how it makes you feel. And just focus on the things that you know, and the things that you don't know. That's the areas that you can grow in. But you've got to be consistent with working your business. And like you guys, the KPI sheet that's in the eSuite, that's hard. I mean, those were like 10 things that were really hard for me to even do. This one right here, these 7 things, you can do in an hour once you're well practiced with it. If you're not well practiced with it, it'll take you maybe 2 hours, but you guys can complete this every single day if you choose to. And I've tried to make it as simple as possible for the newest distributor to be able to win. And so if you're not a new distributor anymore, you should be winning. But if your mind's getting in the way and life is getting in the way and you're not making time for it, then your business isn't going to be thriving. And I mean, it's your life and it's your It's what you want to do, of course. But I'm so tired of being at triple. Like, I mean, I have freaking Jade Hooper, number 3 in the whole entire company, asking me what I'm doing because she sees me. And I'm like, well, I'm doing all this stuff here, but for some reason we're still triple diamond team. Like, what the heck, you know? And so you guys, like, we have everything to go where we need to go. We just got to get our minds right, and we got to be consistent. Okay. We got to stay connected. And if you need help, just ask. If you're having a kind of a crappy day, then hop on a power hour. Someone's going to like make you feel good, right? Go watch a YouTube video, or like listen to a song that you like, or go exercise, or do something to get yourself out of that bad mood. And, just make the changes that you need to have the success that you want. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to zip my lips because we don't have too much time left, but, Mandy, go ahead.
Guys, I am Mandy Enser, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm a double diamond on the team. And tonight I get to introduce you to our newest Ruby on our team, Erica. And I'm not going to tell you all of her story, but Erica actually, I met her because she joined my team through somebody else 2 years ago. She was one of the first distributors on our team, and she quit because it just wasn't for her. And because I stayed consistent every single day, and I built that friendship with her, she decided to come back. Erica, 3 months ago, I think. I want to say 3. My days all run together, so it could have been less than that. But I just want to now. Erica, that's you.
Hi guys. Hold on, let me pause my kids' movie real quick. It's super loud. So, I'm Erica. When I first started back in 2018, I was in a really rough patch, and my friend Brittany, she's actually still on our team. Me and her had been best friends, roommates, everything. And so I joined. Well, when I joined, my husband was in between jobs, and it was just really hard working constantly, never home. And so I was home with the kids, and I needed to find something to help. And I actually started in October. In December, we found out I was pregnant. And so we almost lost the baby, and I was at high risk, and I couldn't handle it. I didn't have the focus to run a business, anything like that. But every single day, Mandy would message me, make sure I was okay, seeing how I was doing. And she never quit being there as a friend, anything else. Well, this year in August, she had finally asked me again for the millionth time if I wanted to come back. And at that point, I had to get a full-time job, because with everything going on in this lovely year we're having, it got really hard to where we were rock bottom. We were about to lose everything, and it was very hard to get by. And so I took on a full-time job, and when Mandy messaged me, it was at the perfect time because I needed something extra. And since I've started, my husband he's not away from the house as much, nothing like that, because it also lessened the load for him. He now only has to work one job. We're not living paycheck to paycheck. We've almost lost our house. We almost lost our vehicles. It was really rough. And right now, this is actually the highest rank I have ever been. And so I'm super excited for it. But my hopes and my goals that I will make a point to make is to where I can be back as a stay-at-home mom, and my husband doesn't have to be the only one worrying about getting things paid, if we're going to lose things, if he needs to get a second job, nothing like that, because I will make this job the way I want it to. So it's better for my kids, for my husband, for me, and we'll all have more family time. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I can't thank Mandy enough for never letting me go.
Well, I'm always going to be your friend, regardless of the business, but I'm also never going to give up on you. So when I think about when you first joined to where you're at now, like you have a completely different mindset, because the Erica who was in the business the first time and when she first started had a really crappy mindset, was very bitter, just didn't think that she could do anything. And so do you want to talk about how you got to where you're at now?
Yes. Like Mandy said, I was not the most pleasant person to talk to with anything business. I had a very negative mindset. If I made posts or something like that and I had no reactions, I was done. There was no changing my mind. I wasn't going forward. It was a no. And since starting, I have learned to shift my mindset. I've gone several weeks and even a month with no responses, no reactions, no nothing. But now every day I make sure, okay, I don't get a response. That's fine. I'll still message. I'm still gonna sit there and try and try and try. You can tell me no. Well, guess what? I'm still gonna push, because with the mindset calls and actually having faith in myself and not just thinking the worst thing possible is going to happen, I completely block that out. If it's negative, then I try and think of something more positive that will overcome that negative, that will push me even harder. Because if I still had the same mindset now as I did back then, I definitely would not have double promoted, and I'd still be way down there.
No, when I reached out and said, hey, we got to bring in 700 volume and we can do it in a day, you probably would have told me to go find somewhere to go.
Yeah, I probably would have.
No, seeing the growth in you over the last couple of months has been absolutely amazing, and seeing it go through not just your business, but your family, seeing how you and Matt interact on calls and seeing how you act with your kids, because Erica shows up across the board. She doesn't just show up for her business. She shows up when we did our call on how to schedule your family. She shows up for all the extra things, because she knows that if her personal life isn't handled, then her business can't be handled either. And so like, that's my favorite thing, is she's willing to grow and she's willing to take that constructive criticism. And when something's hard, she asks for help. And she's an amazing friend. It doesn't matter if the girls are on her team. It doesn't matter who it is. If somebody's having a bad day, she's the first person to reach out and offer support or send flowers on a Zoom call. So, but that is Erica and her story, and she's seriously an asset to the team. So
I love it. Thank you, Erica. And thank you, Mandy. And you guys, one of the things that I hear Erica saying is like, you guys literally get to choose your mindset. There's no reason why she couldn't have been successful with life happening back in 2018, 2017. There's no reason why she couldn't have. She just chose not to. And even now, with everything that's gone on this year, she just decided that if something doesn't go her way, it's okay. She'll just keep going. And it's really, you guys, that simple. Like, if you're overcomplicating it, you're overcomplicating it, and just stop. And I know that's easier said than done, but you guys, like, it's a choice every single day. If you're not getting likes and comments and reactions, like right now, I don't know what's going on with Facebook algorithms. Like, nobody is even seeing my stuff. Not even my own husband is not even seeing my stuff right now. And instead of getting all mad and like frustrated because I can't control that, I take it as a challenge. Okay, I'm going to come up with the best post ever and it's going to explode. And I haven't yet, but I'm taking it as a challenge. You guys, like, you have a choice. And if you choose to let things that you can't control get you down, then you're not going to go anywhere. Like, and I want to end with this, and then we'll hop off, you guys, but everybody has a mountain to climb to get to where you want to go to next. Every single person. Okay, some mountains are steeper than others. Some mountains are rockier, some are sandier, some are higher. Like every single one of you guys have a mountain to climb. And if you're like, oh, I'm too busy, oh, I don't feel good, oh, this, oh, that, and you decide to sit at the bottom of your mountain, guess what? When that phase of your life passes, the next mountain, you're still going to have to climb it to get to the next level. You have to climb a mountain to get the next level. So are you going to sit there at the bottom and wait for this to pass? Or are you just going to say, you know what? I'll take this one over something else that could be on my way. And I'm going to choose to continue to push and grow and work through it. So that way you can have what you want. And nobody can make that decision except for you. But I just look back on my life sometimes and I'm like, man, I really could have handled that better. Man, I really could have pushed through that more. Man, I really could have done more. And then I look through other stages of my life and I'm like, I don't know how I made it through, but somehow, some way we got through that stage. Anybody else like have that time happen in their past? And you don't know how you made it through, but you did. You guys, like our job is to just keep going. Just keep going. We can't wait for life to get easier. We can't wait for kids to be in school. We can't wait for us to get skinny. We can't wait for this. We can't wait for that. You just have to start climbing your mountain and know that you're not doing it alone. Okay. Like we are all there for each other, which I think is so special on this team. Okay. But I hope the message that you're taking away from tonight is that you can do it. We have all the systems. We have all the tools. You just got to do the work. So that's what I've got for you guys tonight. Look at me go, 42 minutes. That's pretty awesome.
That's
Anybody
a record for you.
anybody want to say anything before we hop off? I love that, Monica.
I do real quick,
Go ahead.
Tamika.
Mhm.
I appreciate you because no matter how high up you're going in ranks, you make time even for a beginner like me. Every time I message you with the question, you made time. So I don't feel any less significant than those that are booming. I feel just as much as part of the team as everyone else. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Agreed.
Wait till you guys meet her at retreat.
Yes. Oh, and I'm so glad you said that because I actually do have to talk about that. So the 2 houses that I was going to purchase for the retreat or for the PAT gathering in January have both been reserved. And so they are not available, which means I really have to get us a house in November. Okay. So if you are coming to the PAC retreat, it's going to be $50 to reserve your spot, non-refundable, just like we did last time. Then that way I can purchase a house that will fit however many people I know for sure are coming. And that will cover the house. And then a day or two before we go, it'll be like $20 to help pitch in for food or $10 to help pitch in for food. That way everyone can send me money for that. And then I can go grocery shopping and then we'll have breakfast, lunch, and dinner just at the house because we're not going to want to leave it because it'll be freezing cold and snowy. And then anyone who's flying in will find a way to get you from the airport to the house. And we'll watch conference. We'll have a guest come. You guys will get some gifts. And it'll just be a really great time. So if you have any questions about the PAC gathering, you can shoot me a message or you can check your email from Sunday because the link is in there with all the information and I've started updating it a little bit more. But I'm going to say money is due by November 25th. And so that would be a great birthday or Christmas present if you want to, if you know, you don't have the money, but you want to come, like ask your mom, ask your husband, like, hey, for my birthday present, I just need $50 so I can go to this PAC retreat, or, you know, of course, if you're flying, then of course it's more, but $50 to reserve and get your spot in the house due by November 25th. And I'll put that in the email for Sunday. Okay.
Can I answer Brittany's question? Brittany, if any of you that want to find a flight, if you just Google like flying from, like I would Google flying from Minneapolis to Salt Lake, and then you can turn on track the flights and it'll track all the different flights for you. And it'll just send you notifications of like, hey, here's a good deal. Here's a good deal. Tuesdays and Wednesdays in the morning are better prices. So look at Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or just track your flights.
Brittany, if you're coming, I'm going to cry. Yay. You guys, it's the best time ever. Anyone who went to St. George, it just was incredible. And you guys have plenty of time. Like, here's the thing. If you say I can't afford it, you're not going to make money for the rest of the year because you just told the universe that you can't afford it. But if you tell the universe like, hey, I want to go and I'm going to be able to afford it, then you're going to be able to pay for your bills plus pay for your trip if you're working for it. Like whatever you say will happen. And so like you'll find a babysitter, you'll create the income, you'll be able to come if you want to. Okay? Just trust that. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for being on tonight.